for Miss Ed, MSED, and welcome back to our informational broadcast where we give strategies and resources for parents and students. This is Help Hit number 3. It was a lot of information, parents, as always, so we broke it up. In the first segment, we talked about a homework bin because there's parents that called in and said that they wanted to know what could they keep in the house. So we did the younger grades. One thing I forgot to mention is always use something like clothespins. Excellent for the younger grades to use even as counters. And a ruler, the one with inches, can always be used as a number line, along with being a ruler. But now let's move on to Homework Help 3, Part 2. For this session or segment, we're going to focus on the older grades, going into the middle school and the high school. My son also has a bin as well. In his bin, it's a little different. He has crayons, but remember before we were just focusing with the primary colors. Now you get to get a little fancy. We have color markers. They love the mechanical pencils. They start using pens, and sometimes parents think that pens could be sloppy, so you could also use erasable pens. Scissors, and excellent for note-taking, Post-its, which is also used. They also use glue sticks, and oh yes, with projects that require poster, I suggest you keep like a little pack of poster paper in the house as well. That way it's always available. There's graph paper, a calculator, highlighters in the older grades, but now it's the fancy stuff, the liquid highlighters that they have now. There's the washable markers, and oh, for homework, excellent now, they have the Post-its, but they have them where they're color-coded. This way, index cards and Post-its can be used as also studying tools, and they can categorize certain items according to the colors. In addition to that, they start using binders in the high school. So of course, I keep dividers and folders in the house. A big thing for the older grades, 5th and 6th, they use rulers, but please parents, make sure you have rulers that have inches and centimeters. That is always an issue. You have a ruler and it doesn't have centimeters. And you best believe they will have homework with centimeters. Now, let's move on to my bin. I also keep a bin as well. In my bin, I just keep additional supplies that should also be readily available, that could also be available for the students, for my children, if they're not in their bin. Like, for instance, staplers. I don't want them to have the stapler. Printer ink. That's always a necessity for printing out projects. I keep extra index cards, a larger pair of scissors, batteries. They always need something with batteries. And again, another cool item I found, they have Post-its now that are like index cards. Excellent tools. You can write on them, stick them, and they're restickable. I get excited over stuff like this. And my favorite, always keep a label machine. Of course, I had to get fancy, the one where you type it out and it comes out, but you don't have to get this fancy up. Labels, the regular ones in the department stores you can get, dollar store you can get. You don't have to definitely get this. I just like to be a little fancy once in a while. And I always keep an envelope with envelopes to put money in the morning quickly to your teachers. And I also have a notepad that I keep. If I want to write the teacher a note, please don't let it be too long, parents, because it's too much to read a long note in the morning time as a teacher. I'm just talking. And I also keep thank you cards. You never know, they always come in handy. Well, I am trying and the producer is telling me to cut it short. So, this has been Help Hit number 3.